Elections to the European Parliament take place in all Europe and they will run until Sunday. Our correspondent Andres Flores has all the details.
In the European elections, citizens of the countries that make up the European Union choose their representatives to the European Parliament. It is the largest multinational election in the world, enrolling some 373 million voters. This time, these elections are taking place amid conflicts that directly or indirectly involve Europe.
These elections are taking place in an international context marked by the start of the war in Ukraine, an ongoing genocide in Palestine by the state of Israel.
According to many analysts, the far right is expected to gain strength in these European elections.
According to the polls, there will be a very significant increase of votes for different extreme right and populist right parties. In general, the extreme right is expected to double its number of seats. Same goes for the Eurosceptic right. Therefore, the two combined could make up to 25% of the European Parliament. Meanwhile, extreme centrist parties are expected to lose.
For Sergi Roca, chief international news editor at Catalunya Radio, the new European Parliament will have to deal with shifting world powers.
Internationally speaking, the European Parliament and the European Commission coming out of these elections will have to negotiate with the usual players. But in the case of the United States, for instance, it may again be Joe Biden or it may be Trump, which would make a difference. But also there is China and Latin America. The Mercosur agenda has been stuck for many years, so it would be very interesting to see how that evolves.
Historian Irene González Ello highlights the main challenges that next European Parliament will have to face.
During the next 5 years, the European Union will have to face issues such as the climate crisis, having two wars very close to our borders, one in our continent. Also the challenge of achieving gender equality, continuing to fight for human rights that meet European standards.
But there is concern about low turnout predictions.
I hope such predictions remain just that, and people turn out massively to vote, especially young people. I think many people are very much aware of these being important elections, and what is at stake, of the challenges for the next 5 years, and I think this can mobilize young people.
The European Parliament is the only multinational parliamentary assembly in the world elected by direct vote, and this Sunday it will be restructured.
TeleSUR, Barcelona.